Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber, and you're watching my full review of the YuHu Megaminx. So the YuHu is YJ's first shot into the Megaminx world, and so far from what I've seen, the reviews have been fairly split. So after a week and a half of having the puzzle, here's my personal opinion coming from someone who hasn't reviewed a Megaminx in 2 years, and just got into Megaminx last week. So definitely watch some reviews from faster, more experienced solvers before deciding whether or not you want to buy this. So the YuHu is only $12 from the cubicle.us, which is about $10 cheaper than basically its main competitor, the Dian. It's a bit bigger than the Dian and Shengshao, but not something I particularly noticed. I stickered it with just some pretty standard shades, and I'll leave the link to the exact shades in the description if you want to check those out. Usually the turning of a puzzle is pretty easy to talk about, but that's not really the case here. Although most of the sides were fast and crispy, there were also some sides that, while my tensions weren't even, were much slower and felt super buttery. I can't pinpoint exactly what the problem is, but my best guess is that some of the screws came bent on this puzzle. One of the issues that people have been having from the early batches of this puzzle is that some of the screws are bent, causing those faces to turn weirdly or be slower than the rest. You can tell which sides, if any, are bent on your puzzle by looking at all the faces to make sure the centerpieces are not sticking up on one side. I had 2 bent screws that were noticeable, one on the gray side and one on the light yellow side. The screw on the gray side I was able to replace with an extra screw that I had laying around, but the one on the yellow side is still bent. I think all the other sides that are slower than the rest are caused from just slightly bent screws that aren't as noticeable. Corner cutting for this puzzle hasn't really been anything too amazing. My Dian can definitely cut better both ways, but I can't really say how much corner cutting is really needed for Megaminx since I'm really not all that fast. I currently average anywhere from about 330 to 410, but all I know is that the cube doesn't really lock up much for me besides just me still getting used to turning Megaminx. So that's really about all I have for the YuHu Megaminx. Being so inexperienced with the event, I can't really think of anything else to talk about. As for recommendations, I personally would definitely recommend the YuHu. I like it better than the Dian, and although there is that bent screw issue, I can overlook it considering it was from the first few batches, and there can be some mistakes there. I know there are some people that like this cube, and some people that just simply don't, but I personally love mine, and I would give it an 8 out of 10. If you would like to purchase it, the link will be in the description as always. So that's really about all I have to say on the YuHu Megaminx. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you haven't already done so, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and of course subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.